Heyo, welcome back. Yeah, today we're going to discuss about the whole PlayStation situation going on. It's pretty much a mess. This is like a hodgepodge, just reiteration of like what's happening in the news. I'm not the best person to basically discuss all this. Like, there's like literally thousands of like other videos that are like way better, but I don't write scripts, so I'm just gonna say this like off the record. It's like it's like we're heading to this point in society that it's just like I think we reached a plateau that people uh people are already just figuring out how messed up like just how like cooked we are. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, where it's just like everything is expensive. Just everybody knows it's expensive. And that's I always say, like, I can't wait till the straw breaks the camel's back, because we like we literally cannot endure if it's like stuff keeps going the course that it's going through. What I'm basically saying is like with PlayStation, get it like what is the solution of getting rid of physical copies and saying everything's digital, but also saying like not even saying, also doing basically like, okay, if you purchased these movies physically, I mean, all right, if you purchased these movies digitally, well, the copyright ran out, so we're just gonna have to delete them all. It's that is like the stupidest thing they could have done. Like make it make sense. It's like, okay, you're basically gonna say like a perfect analogy is like, okay, you got like a library. Library has a bunch of books. Just like, okay, yeah, we know everybody liked basically we had our model, you rent the books, you read it. But we ran out the author, like we ran out like the subscription, let's just say, like because the author didn't pay their dues or something. So everybody with that book, you know, we're just gonna we're just gonna throw it in the fire. You can no longer read it. Like you understand what I'm saying? I know it's like a book is a bit of like an older form of like media, but yeah, as I said, I'm kind of just like rambling on this, but it's just bizarre that you're just gonna tell everybody you're gonna switch to digital and then immediately delete a whole bunch of movies because the license ran out, the copyright, it's just as I said, we kind of like plateaued. When you're thinking, it reminds me like another thing. Like you look at like the times. We're in 2026. I remember that game that I used to play, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, which Sony is also charging a hell of a lot for like a more than a decade old game. Just make it make sense, just the times we live in. It's just bizarre. So even in that game, like the game, I was thinking, oh, this is 2025. Like they had like it looked like really like futuristic. We're in 2026. How come Black Ops 2, a game set in 2025, looks more futuristic than like the day we live in nowadays? Yeah, I was expecting like call me as it is, but I was just like, hey, I was expecting like there to be like holograms and shit at this point. Or like, like Back to the Future, hoverboards and stuff. I know we kind of had those little those one wheel hoverboards. They don't count. That's pretty much a unicycle. But it's just people are just they're coming to the conclusion where it's just like, man, everything is going up, and all these companies are trying to nickel and dime us. That it's just like, you're just getting apathetic to the point where it's just like, oh look, another subscription. Then you about to delete the description. Oh look, they're begging me to not delete the subscription. And it's just like, okay, you about to go on this other thing. Oh, there's another subscription. Oh, there's 50 ads. Oh, it's just this, there's this, or this. It's just like, oh look, and that's just like that's just the digital front. Now, like the physical front, it's just like, oh look, they raised the prices for gas again. You go into a Walmart, oh, they raised the prices of this. Oh, this, that, and the other. And you're just like, where it's to the point where it's just like, man, what the hell happened? You know, just like what happened. That's why you just that's why then the people who try to cut corners, like they're punished severely for it. That's why I just find weird. Like what I'm getting to is like people who emulate games and stuff, like Nintendo be like, no, you can't emulate games. You have to pay the full price for a 20-year-old game. You have to pay $60. And that's just not even with Nintendo also, Sony. Oh no, you can't just have Black Ops 1 and 2. I mean, they're more than decade-old games. You have to pay full price. Or, you get the subscription. And I say full price, but they're charging like $40. They try to be lenient. It's like it's just a mess. Everything's a mess. That's why people are just like, you know what? I'm gonna just emulate games. I'm gonna just because like why pay? So the thing is, people are like, it's getting to the as I said where what I'm saying is getting to like the breaking point where it's just like first they made $60 games. I remember back in the day, I was like, oh, $60 games? That's kind of a lot. This was like 2000s, like 10, 12, 16, like around that time. And I was thinking, oh, $60 for a full price game? Yeah, I'm pretty sure full price games are like $60. Then they charged DLC with it, which was like an additional $10. And you really didn't think of anything at the time because it's like, oh, well, $60 DLC is optional. So, just a little bit. And then just slowly trickling more and more to shrinkflation. Where it's just like, okay, now we're gonna charge $70 for a game, and it's not gonna be finished. It's gonna be you're gonna have to pay $10 more. So it's gonna be $80 for the full game. And people are like, oh man, $70 games. Whew. Alrighty. And then slowly more. Okay, we're gonna charge $80 for a game. And with the DLC, it's gonna be $90, but that's for the deluxe edition. $80 for the standard edition. But you know, $10 more, you get the full game. And it's just like, oh man, okay. Then do like GTA 6. What the hell? I'm not buying it because I learned getting pre-orders ain't all what it's chucked up to be. But man, 80 like what was it? $80 for the base edition? And the full edition costs $100? It's getting to the point where people are just like, of course people will still buy it. But it's getting to the point where it's just like, oh my god, here we go again. Just over and over. I can't wait to the point where like a chocolate bar, like I put in my last video. Like I can't wait to get to the point where a chocolate bar gets to like $5, $10 or something like that. Just for like a basic chocolate bar. Like as I said, where people are just like, man, it's like that meme, man. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired. You know? And then people like of course you always got like the people. I don't try to use lingo like by saying, oh, like the shills and the grifters, I'm not one to say that because I ain't gonna lie, like, people just making words for like a ton of stuff, just say it as it is. Like people be defending these practices. And I can't wait to get to the point where it's just like where is the line Where's the line do you stand on, and what crosses that line, you know? Because a lot of people are seeing it. A lot of people are like, man, I just can't deal with it, you know. Just I'm not gonna be paying all that for something this basic. And then, like, of course, the company's gonna be like, then the companies are panicking. They're like, what? What do you mean you're not gonna buy it? And it's just like, well, I'm not gonna buy it. And the companies really don't know how to react to it. Because at the end of the day, which people really don't understand, is that the companies need the people. And Sony pretty much realized that, but they're just too stubborn to do anything about it, you know? Microsoft seen that, and that's why Microsoft is an interesting situation of how they just got too complacent, and yeah, now they're kind of just, Steam. It's before it used to be like the console wars, used to be PlayStation versus Xbox. As of today, now it's just PlayStation versus PC, like first, computers and all that. Valve. I really don't know what GOG is currently at the moment. And then there's another one, but that's how it is nowadays. So it's just that, people are just like waking up to the bull. But that's all I had to say.